Welcome to the History AI podcast, where the past comes alive with facts, anecdotes, and a dash of humor. Here are your hosts, Chuck and Marco.
Welcome to another episode of the History AI podcast. I'm your host, Chuck.
And I'm Marco. Today, we're diving deep into the life and times of none other than John Rolfe. Ever smoked a cigar and wondered where tobacco cultivation in the Americas began? Well, stick around.
That's right, Marco. And if you haven't wondered, well, maybe it's time to start.
John Rolfe was a prominent early English settler of North America, but there's so much more to him than just tobacco, though it's certainly one of his significant claims to fame.
Absolutely. His life was filled with adventures, controversies, and relationships that played a crucial role in early American history. Let's start at the beginning, shall we?
Oh, like every good story should. Early life?
You bet. Born in 1585 in Heacham, Norfolk, England, John Rolfe came from a family of merchants. This line of work would influence Rolfe's later endeavors, especially in the Americas.
Did he inherit the merchant gene or something?
In a way. As a young man, he did show an inclination for trade. But before diving into that, let's discuss a significant aspect of his life: exploration.
Exploration. The Americas during this time was like the final frontier. Everyone wanted a piece of the action.
You're right. John Rolfe made his way to the New World in 1609 aboard the ship Sea Venture. But this wasn't a smooth ride. The ship was caught in a storm and wrecked off the coast of Bermuda.
Bermuda, the land of shorts
and mysteries. The crew and passengers were stranded for almost a year. They built 2 new ships and then finally reached Virginia in 1610.
So, Rolfe literally started his American dream by building it from the ground up. Or, should I say, from shipwreck up?
Once in the Jamestown colony, Rolfe saw potential for a lucrative product: Spanish tobacco. But he made a key innovation by cultivating a sweeter, more palatable strain of tobacco which was perfect for European tastes.
Making the world addicted, one leaf at a time.
Quite literally. It became Virginia's primary export product and set the foundation for a successful English colony.
But Rolfe isn't just famous for tobacco, right?
Right, Marco. Enter Pocahontas, the Native American woman from the Powhatan tribe, famously associated with the Jamestown colony.
Ah yes, the Disney princess.
Historically, a bit more complicated than that. She was first captured by English settlers in 1613, and during her captivity, she converted to Christianity and was renamed Rebecca. It was then that she met and married Rolfe in 1614, creating an alliance of sorts between the Powhatan tribe and Jamestown settlers.
A love story with political implications.
Exactly. Their marriage brought a period of peace between the English settlers and the Powhatan tribe, which was significant in ensuring Jamestown's survival.
Peace and tobacco. Not bad for a resume.
The story doesn't end there. Rolfe and Pocahontas even went to England in 1616. This trip was crucial for Jamestown because it was meant to secure further investments in the colony.
And how did the English react to Pocahontas?
She was presented as an example of a civilized Native American, which helped raise interest and support for the Jamestown settlement.
And Rolfe? Did England become his forever home?
Not quite. While Rolfe returned to Virginia, tragedy struck. Pocahontas died in England in 1617, never making it back to her homeland.
Heartbreaking. What about Rolfe's final days?
Rolfe continued his work in the tobacco trade and held various roles in the Jamestown colony. Sadly, records are a bit sketchy, but he likely died in 1622, not long after the infamous Indian massacre that same year.
Quite the life, filled with highs and lows, adventure, love, and a touch of entrepreneurial spirit.
Couldn't have said it better.
Well, before we go on, let's take a short break for a word from our sponsor.
When the world hits hard, hit back harder with Strike Force Energy. The zero sugar, zero calorie, power-packed energy drink additive that fuels your adventure. Just a quick squeeze turns any drink into a relentless power source. Perfect for your workout, your hike, your life. Ready to strike? Visit strikeforceenergy.com, use coupon code UTSALAX24 for an explosive 20% off your order. Strike Force Energy, unleash your potential. Strike Force Energy, fuel the fight within you.
Welcome back. We were deep into the life of John Rolfe.
And what a life it was. But Chuck, we've talked about Rolfe, about his crops, his marriage, his adventures. What's the takeaway from all this?
Rolfe's life underscores the challenges, ambitions, and alliances that characterized early American history. His marriage to Pocahontas wasn't just a personal union but a symbol of potential harmony between different cultures.
A harmony that, unfortunately, didn't last long.
True. But for a brief moment, it was a testament to the possibilities of a united future. Rolfe's work in tobacco also shaped the economic future of the colony and, by extension, America.
So, a merchant, an innovator, a diplomat in his own right, and a central figure in the early chapters of America's story.
Couldn't have summarized it better.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of the History AI podcast. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for another exciting dive into history. Until then, stay curious.
And keep exploring. Cheers.